I'm Chef Don McMillan, and would you believe it? Today we're going to make fluffy Japanese souffle pancake recipes. They're going to be oh so good. And I want to remind you, please support us on Patreon. For this recipe, I'm going to be using 2 eggs, but I need to separate them because we are going to whip up the egg whites to make them fluffy. So break your egg on a flat surface and then separate the yolks from the whites. Be very careful you don't get any of the yolk in with the white. If you do, put it aside because they don't whip up with any fat. And I like to use a glass bowl rather than a plastic bowl. That's important as well. Okay. And now we're going to put our egg whites in the refrigerator to let them cool. So now I have my 2 egg yolks. To the egg yolks, I'm going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm going to add in our milk. And what you want to do is to whisk these together. Just like that. And then we're going to add in our dry ingredients, but I want to sift them together so that it all comes equal. So we won't have it on one side. So I've got my baking powder and my flour, and I'm using cake flour. You could also use all-purpose flour. And then mix all this together to make the base for our batter. Make sure you get all the lumps out, very important. And the mixing part with the egg yolks, we can go fast with that, but you'll see when I start whipping up the egg whites, it's going to be just a little bit different because this is what's going to make our pancakes fluffy and puff up. Okay, there's the base for our batter. My egg whites have been chilled. They really beat up faster and higher when they are chilled. We're going to add in there some cream of tartar. Or you can add in salt, or if you like, you can add in a little bit of lemon juice. That would work just as well. And we're just going to use our electric beater, and we're going to beat them to hard, firm tips. You'll see when it comes up. Halfway through, we're going to add the sugar. Don't add the sugar right away, okay? Here we go. So now when you get ready, now you get soft peaks, then you could add the sugar as you're going along. Okay, well now we whipped it up to firm peaks, and when I'm talking about firm peaks is when they come up and they stay up, okay? So you can see that on the bowl, look. And that's what we're looking for because now we're ready to incorporate this into our batter. So now we're going to incorporate the beaten egg whites into our batter. But before I do that, I want to point out we need to get your pan hot. So I'm going to turn on my pan that I'm going to cook the pancakes in, and it needs to be hot on low, and it has to be consistent heat. Our next step is to incorporate the beaten egg whites into the batter. Before I do that, it would be wise to turn your frying pan on, and I want to keep it on a consistent heat, and I'm going to turn it on low and just have it ready so when the batter is completed, we can start making our pancakes. So to start with the batter, place a little bit of the egg whites in there just to firm up the batter like this. And just put them. Now don't beat them hard because we worked so hard getting all those air bubbles in there to make this a light pancake. So now using my spatula, I'm going to put in the egg whites a little bit at a time, and watch what I fold. Fold is going from the bottom to the top. Look, can you see the bottom to the top? And just fold. I'm just folding, no beating, no stirring, no whipping, okay? Just folding until the batter is the same color, those little white streaks. All right, let's go ahead and put some more. Usually I do it in 3 stages, 1, 2, and 3. It seems to work better that way. Look how light this batter is. So airy, so fluffy. Oh my goodness, these pancakes are just gonna be so delightful. All right, the last amount, and let's get all the egg whites in. That's why I like to use a spatula. A rubber tip spatula works much better because I can clean the bowl and get all that egg whites that we worked so hard. You see how much they beat up with just 2 egg whites. And as I told you, one of the tricks is to put your egg whites in the freezer or refrigerator for maybe 15 minutes, no more than that. But it should be cold. Okay, look how it does. Now we did beat the sugar in with the egg whites, so we know this is going to be a nice sweet pancake. The sugar also gives the egg whites a lot of body when it's beating it up. And I put a tiny bit of cream of tartar in there. You could add salt, a little bit, or just a little bit of lemon. You need a little acid. It helps you get higher egg whites. Okay, look. This is our batter. We're ready to start making pancakes. So now we have to lightly grease our pan. And to do that, we're just going to put in a small amount of oil. And look, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to go all over the surface. I don't want a big poodle of oil, otherwise it's going to fry. And I don't want it to fry it, I just want it to season it. And even though I'm using a non-stick pan, I still want to do that, okay? It's very important. So let's keep it on low. So with a hot pan, we are now going to add in our batter. So to add in the batter, we're going to do a little bit and then a little bit more. So we'll put a little bit right in there. You're going to build up your pancake. This is going to be so nice. And then we want to let it bake. But before doing that, I'm going to put in just a drop of water because we're going to cover it and we want it to steam. That's about all you need. Cover and let it cook for about 2 minutes, and then we're going to check it out. Whoa, look at that. Just put a tiny bit more water in there. Put it on for another minute. And put it on a plate. Okay, there's our pancake. Well, my daughter-in-law, Lori, is here with us because we both love pancakes, and these Japanese style jiggly pancakes, they're street food. It is so good. You're gonna wanna make these at home. Of course, you wanna eat them. We're gonna do that in a minute. But hey, wanna remind you, please subscribe, hit that button, you know, that bell, make it ring, and maybe you have some comments about your favorite pancakes. And when you do, we'd love for you to also support us on Patreon because we're going to give you early, exclusive scenes. You're just going to see things before anybody else does, and we're also going to do it without any ads. So now we have our new member of the family, Daisy. Why don't you introduce Daisy, Lori?
Okay, so this is Daisy, And she's around 4 years old or so. We adopted her a couple weeks ago from a humane society around here. And she is our official taste tester, along with everyone else in the house, except she will taste it, whatever drops on the floor.
That's right. She's an unofficial, official taste tester.
Okay, so we're gonna try some pancakes.
Yeah, but I think Daisy needs to get some first. Yeah. Let Daisy have some pancakes. That's without the syrup.
Is that yummy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Said more. Give me more.
There you go. Say that. Paws up. Woo!
Yeah. And we're also, by the way, going to give you something too. And Lori's going to tell you about it.
That's right. For every 50 subscribers, if you comment below that you subscribe, then we're going to send you one of these aprons that we have on and you see in our videos for free, 100% free, no charge to you, and we'll send it anywhere in the world. And then you can wear this and cook along with us.
That is correct. And maybe we'll have some pancakes together. Speaking of which, let's try this out. We've been waiting for pancakes all day, and now we get to eat them.
I'm going to get some of this butter.
Oh, get some of the butter, yes, of course. Mmm. Oh, they're so light. Oh, love them. Nice. Yeah.
They're good, aren't they, Daisy?
Yeah. We approve. We got the bark of approval, right? Not yet. We'll get it. Well, we got many more videos to show you. Please look at our next video. Definitely when you subscribe and you tap that bell, you're going to know about all of them. So we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you. Thanks for watching.